Welcome to Awaken You Yoga Healing Center, and I'm Shelly. Welcome to your first practice in the Chakra Detox. This is going to be a vinyasa flow geared towards our roots, which is our foundation in our lives. It's our ability to feel like we trust, our safety, our security, even our money health comes from our roots, which is our space that happens below the sit bones and our feet down into the earth. I really want to encourage for this practice, it's going to be mostly a standing practice because it is geared towards these lovely feet to help us root into this earth. I would love to have a couple pairs of blocks here, my friends. So get yourself all ready to go, grabbing our blocks here, friends, and meeting at the top of the mat, and we'll just put our blocks down. We can meet at the middle of the mat if that feels good. Take a moment to just shake out. Really just finding your roots, picking up one foot, rolling out one ankle, and then another. Vinyasa flow for our roots, our root chakra, the muladara chakra. Join me in the middle of the mat here as we bring awareness to the body, starting at the feet. So maybe just take a moment. Sometimes before we start a practice, we're carrying a lot. We're holding on to what was happening before this, or even holding on to what was happening after. And there can be a lot of this energy flowing here. So bringing our awareness to our feet. So with that awareness, lift one foot up at a time, being okay with any cricks or pops in the feet and the ankles and the toes, and really lifting one foot up and then firmly pressing it into the earth. Other foot, roll it up. Really find that awareness when you can bring one foot off the earth and feel that imbalance, that misalignment when we're on one foot in our roots. Really here with the feet hip distance apart, bringing the attention and awareness down if you need to do kind of like a nice slumpy back or even a little quarter of a wave, a forward fold here, lifting up each of the toes and the roots, exhaling one toe at a time, bringing awareness to these feet that do so much for us, and really pressing equally into the four corners of the feet, the two in the front pad, the two in the rear pad, rooting down. And really just inviting this stream of energy that rushes up the roots from ankles, knees, hips, really finding this length in the spine all the way to the chin and to the top of the head, almost like if I were to come up behind you and pull a string that would connect you all the way to the ethers here. And bringing the hands to that low belly or to the legs, whatever feels good for you. Here, testing your center of gravity, closing your eyes or finding a drishti to focus on, and just taking a moment to connect, to tune into your inner self, to what is really happening within you. Breathing in the Re Shaka Pranayama, a long lengthened inhale that blows up the belly, big, big, big. And exhale long and strong. This time allowing an organic inhale into the belly. Exhale, pressing the breath away long and strong for that exhalation breath. Inhale, low belly. Exhale, press breath away. Inhale, breath into low belly. Exhale it away, my friends. And just notice as you continue with the breath, notice where you're holding onto tension, onto tightness, maybe from a difficult dream or a rough night's rest, or maybe some just everyday life stressors. Notice where you're feeling it in the body. And just with an awareness and non-judgment, bring love and light to this space. If it feels good, you can bring your palms, kissing palms, to a namaste mudra, or you can peel them open like a little lotus flower, a lotus blossom, with just the outsides of the pinkies and the outsides of the palms of the hands open. in a state of flow, a state of giving and receiving here. Setting the intention to open, to activate, to cleanse the muladara chakra, the root chakra. And here we call on the loving energy and the presence of red or black energy that helps us activate and open and clear through this chakra. And within this space, we set the intention to be open, to trust, to be open to a sense of safety and security. And you can release by pressing those hands, bringing elbows, drawing elbows, kissing elbows, up, 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 and then with an inhale, tipping the chin up high. You could exhale and blow that into the ethers, exhale. Or maybe you want to bring that energy and send it down into the earth here. Wonderful work, friends. Inhaling, the eyes open, blinking the eyes open here with the awareness on the feet, on the roots here. So here, just take a moment, notice the weight of the body, how it's distributed. If you're heavier on the right side, heavier on the left side, heavier front, heavier rear. And really with that awareness, 1 foot at a time, these are our foundation, our roots, our sense of security as we press down. We're going to call on this loving tree energy, the plant energy here, pressing into all fours and really doing your best to maybe bring your balance in a little circle. So to the left, forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back. If you need, you can put your hands on your hips. With this awareness, you're coming to neutral and doing the same on the opposite side. So right, forward, left, back, and bending a little bit into the butt, into the sit bones. And now as we feel our roots, really I want you to inhale, rise up, roll shoulder blades back, open heart center, press the roots down the toes, feet, really spread the toe pads, the heel pads, arches wide open, finding this really nice center within yourself here. From here, exhale, arms at the side. Inhale, raise, float arms high to the sky. From here, squeezing shoulder blades together, expanding the heart. Inhale, raise high, high, high to the sky. Exhale. On this next one, we inhale, we just raise up a little tick on the heels. Inhale, raise, squeeze glutey booties, hug inner thighs together, reach high. Exhale, down. Inhale, float those arms high, reaching up as you tick the heels up a little bit higher here. Hold, squeeze inner thighs, inhale, raise up. Exhale, slowly, almost like you're coming down on a little stair step to the heels, like your heels are your elevator. Inhale, raise. Exhale, sink those roots into the four corners. Wonderful work, my friends. Rolling out that left foot, taking that left foot, rooting that left foot into the earth. Toes face that short edge of the mat. Right foot faces the corner of the mat. Hands on those hips, really pressing the root energy down into the earth here. Pressing into that front foot, toe pad, heel pad. Inhaling. If you peek down, you just want to see the big toes here. Hands can be a modification at the hips. If you want to try a block can be a lovely friend here. Hold, squeeze shoulder blades together. Open heart center here. Or you can inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms can raise overhead here. Or you can put down that block and arms at side, arms at a cactus. If you do choose the cactus, my lovely friends, really open the heart center, squeeze, send that root energy down. Imagine growing roots down to the earth where you can inhale all the way, extend Virabhadrasana 1 as we activate through a warrior series here, a warrior flow. Warrior is a great way to activate, to bring this beautiful earth energy within us here. Inhale, exhale. And as we are in a vinyasa flow, my friends, vinyasa is to place in a certain way. A vinyasa is intentional breath with intentional movement. So being intentional with where you are, with where you're planted. Exhale, that hind foot, right foot opens up here, toes face the long edge of the mat. Hips wide open here. Really being mindful as you open the hips towards the mat, being leery if this knee on that right side is dipping down. Really activate, open the hips here. If you need to set yourself up for success, tuck your shirt in, arms reach long and strong, my lovely friends here. Inhale, exhale, long and strong. Whether you are a beginner or beyond, the Re Chakra Pranayama is an organic inhale into the belly, followed by a lengthened exhale. It helps us let go, to let go of what is no longer serving us as we activate through our warrior series. Inhale, exhale. Hind arm reaches down, backwards high five hand here. So option, hand stays here. You can reach to the back of the booty with that right hand, or you can come around here a little bit more advanced and find a bind. Getting the lovely stretch on that right side body, expanding, opening that left body, compressing the right body in a peaceful reverse warrior here. Inhale, exhale. And all of these postures are geared towards detoxifying our root chakra. We detoxify, we cleanse, we call on that red or black energy to help us find alignment, to help us cleanse and clear any imbalances or misalignments in this chakra. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Finding that earth energy, rooting feet down here. Exhale. Arms reach long and strong, straightening that front leg here. Reaching for a block, my lovely friends here. The feet stay the same way. The knee in this front leg is now straight, right? We were bent, now we're straightening it out. Finding a micro bend in the knee to keep happy and healthy joints, my friends. Arms reach long and strong, just like in that warrior. From here, tipping at the shoulder and then the hip, bringing that hand down with the block here for a triangle, a trikonasana, a strong power pose. You can also find a bend here. You can fly back. You can rest whatever's happening, maybe in shoulder joints here. Head can look down to the mat. Also, another variation, if you need, is you can come up here with your trikonasana. If that's where your body is, you can reach to the top of the thigh here. Knowing that each posture, my lovely friends, has a variation, and depending on where our body is at, that we can find that variation that works best for us as we inhale. Exhale, sending that root energy down. Perhaps in the eye of your mind, you can visualize tree roots shooting down, connecting you into Mother Earth energy here, allowing that earth energy to be this supporting, this calm presence. I know as a spiritual alchemist, often I can get lost up in the ethers, and I really have to bring my focus on rooting my energy to help me feel more safety and have more safety and trust in my life. From here, you can bend that top arm and then bend into the leg that was lengthened long, straight, in the front of the mat here. So just a gentle transition. You can, if you're up here, you can just bend here, bringing most of the weight into the core and bringing that tip at the hip here still. You can stay here for an extended side angle, first variation. You can float that hind arm back. You can inhale, raise it up, kind of like just test and see where your body is at and what your body is feeling, willing to do today. Finding that edge, that space between too much and not enough. You can also reach for this block, really pressing earth energy from the feet and the roots. Inhale, exhale. We inhale as we activate the muladara chakra, squeezing at the root lock, the muladara bandha, which is right between the genitals and the anus, really squeezing, activating, bringing that energy up, up, up. Inhale, exhale. Long and strong, knowing that your body is stronger than you give it credit for. This beautiful, strong body, we must activate, we must root to allow this energy to flow, to ebb and flow with our roots. Inhale, exhale, friends. Full cycle. Inhale organically. Re Chakra Pranayama. Exhale long and strong. From here, using that core, inhaling it up, however you are in your body, bringing this foot that was facing the short edge of the mat, facing the long edge of the mat, And I know my stance is kind of wonky, so unwonky, straighten out those feet. The blocks or books will be helpful for us here for a wide-legged forward fold here. So inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, tip forward and see where you're at in your body. I know sometimes hamstrings and glutey booty muscles can get really tight here. So if that's the case, give yourself more of this nice bend in the knees, and you can take more of this halfway forward fold. Or if your body's feeling good and you know what you're called to do, exhale, fold that heart forward. Allow this gentle inversion while our roots are planted deep below us. Inhale, exhale. You can exhale a ragdoll arm if that feels good. You can also use those blocks and ski with a bend side to side. Find a little activation, a little movement that allows that energy from the roots to go down into the earth. I love the visualization of tribal paint. We just did our warriors poses on our left side, which is our feminine energy. And so I like to imagine painting that warrior paint all over the roots. So for the root chakra, often a color that we see is red. Sometimes black can be a really rooting or grounding color. I think of too brown because brown is earth. I think of dirt. So I like to take this visualization where I'm painting that tribal paint. So if you want to with me, maybe you can imagine it, or you could physically do it with me and paint your roots, your feet with that paint low into the sit bones, painting your body, activating, opening, cleansing, and detoxifying the roots. My friends, inhale, exhale. So from here, body is going to turn to the right. Right foot is going to be turned towards the corner of the mat. Stepping that foot forward because we're coming back to the postures, the warrior series on the opposite side. If you did use a block on the other side, you may feel free to once again. So set yourself up for success. This right foot faces short edge of the mat. Left foot faces the corner of the mat. We inhale from the core, zip up, activate muladara bandha, which is that root lock. Squeeze, 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 squeeze through here. Hands on the hips that are like your headlights, your driving force here. Inhale, really raise shoulder blades up and back. Let's activate and bring a little fire, fun energy here. So you can bring the block here. We're bringing simhasana, a playful lion's breath that really helps dispel and get rid of some yucky energy. Our roots, that sense of safety, security, and trust can often get really clogged up, and we need to allow that fire energy to go. So from here, you can inhale, arms straight with the block here. You can also bring hands at hips, cactus arms, or arms length and long and strong. So from here, we're going to inhale, straighten that front leg, Virabhadrasana 1, and we're going to exhale, the tongue goes long. Fiery lion breath, letting that rage or anger or whatever's like deep-seated low, guilt, shame, fear in your roots. We're going to exhale it out and imagine it being sent out into the universe. So inhale, exhale, really press that earth energy. Inhale, rise, friends. Let's have a little fun, get a little playful with me. Feel that fire, that heat, rise, 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 rise up. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, my soul friends. Let's go, we'll do this. One more, really make this count. Press that energy out. Maybe you need to bring it up, draw it up. Send it away. We clear and transmute through all time, space, reality, and dimension. Transition happens on that right hind foot. Right hind foot opens up. Sometimes I like a deeper stance here on my warrior too. So really just set yourself up for success, connecting those 4 touch points, 2 in the front heel, 2 in the rear here, heel. I was just checking out this front foot here, was really curving in, so really opening those toes towards that short edge of the mat. Set yourself up for success if you need to situate your pants. Arms reach long and strong, allowing that earth energy to rise, to open, to activate, to clear, cleanse, and detoxify our roots, my lovely friends here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you liked that Simhasana, let's give it a try again on this side. So inhale, raise. You can bring hands to cross that midsection, crossing elbows for a little bit. Really set yourself up here knowing that I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna really send my earth energy down here. And exhale. Really press that earth energy down. Inhale, raise, grab opposite elbows. Hug, 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 grow, 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 my lovely friends. Exhale. Be expressive. That's what yoga is all about, finding that inner freedom within. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Rise, rise, rise with that earth energy. Hug, 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 grow, grow, grow. Send it away. 1 more. We have got this. Let's really gather, 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 gather all the yucky, mucky, dirty, gross energy you've been holding on to. It's time to dispel, let it go in. Beautiful work, my lovely friends. From here, straightening that front leg. Actually, reverse warrior is next. So bending into that front leg here. That back arm reaches down, reversing that high five hand here, coming back, getting that compression in the right body, left body, expansive in the right body here. So the hand can reach down. You can bend at the back of the booty or reach around for a bind here. Inhale. Allowing a softness and a subtleness, and allowing and activating a sense of inner empowerment, a sense of trust and safety, allowing all of those words to melt into who you are. Inhale. Squeezing that root lock. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. Full cycle comes in. Exhale, really feeling the roots. Can you feel that activation now? Straightening that top leg here. My toes are getting really wonky this practice, so really check out the integrity, the alignment of your body. Even at home, we can keep our body aligned. We can keep healthy and safe joints here. So toes face the short edge of the mat on the right side body. Left side body still is reaching long and strong. And always in the joints, friends, really just making sure you're not locking them. We find this micro baby bend here. With that block, arms reach long and strong. Tip originates at the shoulder. Hip follows and hinges down, reach down. You can have that version to come here for the triangle. Arm, top arm can reach at the side. Being leery if the shoulder is rolling down. Check alignment by inhale, roll up. Head can reach down to the earth. You can exhale. Arm can reach to the top of the, what is that called? The shin, Shelly. Yes, please. Or you can reach for the block here, friends. Arm can airplay, float, fly back. We're all just people. Sometimes the body parts run together. Here, Trikonasana, the triangle, shoulders stacked over shoulders, activates, energize, awaken, earth energy, root energy shoots down. And as the root energy shoots down into the earth, it equally comes back up, because this earth energy is such a loving, compassionate, and kind, and generous energy. Because think of wherever you are in the world, whatever season or cycle you are in your life, the earth energy is just, it always is. And it changes, and it's so open as we inhale. Exhale. Inhale with a grateful heart into earth energy. Exhale. So option, if you're up here, bend into that front knee. Really body weight comes into the core, being mindful that we're not just cranking everything down here. So comes to the core. That shoulder on the top, my lovely friends, it peels back. So maybe take a little moment where your body is caving and folding in like it does sometimes. And exhale, find integrity from your core. You can reach here on the inner thigh. Hand can be bent here. If shoulder is allowing, maybe you can find that full extension. You can reach down to that block, really pressing, inviting that earth energy with a smile in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Full cycle comes in, exhalation breath, really press the exhale away. Find that strength in the core, windmill to warrior two, woohoo. Both feet face the long edge of the mat with a hop, 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 playful hop, woo. How was your weight holding there? This right body, woo, that was really pressing, and that is fine. And with this rooting class, it wouldn't be complete unless we did a beautiful vrikshasana, the tree. We're going to invite all this tree earth energy with us, my beautiful friends here. So finding the center of your mat, lifting one foot up at a time. First variation, if you've done this a million times or not, a beginner's mindset can always benefit us. So starting right side body, root all four of those corners, really activate from, I like to draw, so hinge forward, draw a line of energy from ankle, knee, hip, really being mindful that hip isn't kicking out and doing any wonky business, zipping up from the core, center, top of the head. First variation can be right above the joint. We always want to be mindful of our joints on the ankle. Second variation, between the knee and the ankle joint. When I first started practicing, I would always hook on my knee. If that has been a habit that you've had, let's get rid of an old habit and replace it with a healthy habit by using proper alignment, by not banging on our joints and hurting them, because we're here to practice a healthier mind, body, and spirit. Or if your body is feeling like, I can do this, maybe give yourself a little hug, 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 whoo, and balance, right? This is the balancing posture, and it's okay to feel imbalanced and realign yourself. You can also have a stool or a wall for a little bit of help here. Equally pressing the hip, inner thigh into the heel, starting with this beautiful tree, allowing that earth energy to rise. And like a tree, allow your branches to float. Like a windy day, I live in the mountains and it is so windy sometimes that I feel like a window is actually going to implode or explode, shrapnel of glass everywhere. And so like a windy tree, sometimes we get knocked over, and that's okay. Inhale, find a drishti. In yoga, we use a visual point. In yoga, my lovely friends, is union. It's the union. It's the union of the mind, the body, and the spirit. In the English translation, it's the yolking. I think of like a little egg yolk and how it progresses from a little yolk, and then it's birthed into a little baby chicky. So exhale, arms, root that energy down. Maybe you can find a mudra. The mudra for the root chakra is actually the ring finger with the thumb finger here. The thumb finger would not come to me. Inhale, find your roots, find your balance, find that alignment as we send that earth energy down. Inhale. And imagine if I were to come behind you, or you can yourself put your hand on top of your head, grow your spine, grow your energy. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Okay, now hug that knee up. Woo! Wherever you are in your body, maybe you need to take a free movement and exhale, roll out the ankle, shake your butt, get a little bit weird with me in your roots. Dance is another free expression that is so healing for our roots, because we're actually reconnecting them, and we're even giving this loving vibration. So maybe take a moment before the other side, get a little free. I'm going to move my mat. It's scooching on me. Wonderful work, my friends. Now to the other body. So left body, we're now on the, I'm mirroring you, so my mind has to make that switch to our feminine energy, yes. And really root, hinge heart forward from ankle, knee to hip, making sure you're pressing it in, finding that root, that muladara bandha. Inhale, raise it up. Whatever side that you were on, the other side, it's recommended that you be in that same space to find that alignment of the body here. Remember, being gentle, bypassing the joints. You can inhale, equally pressing if you are trying up high. And if you are a beginner to the practice, I will let you know that it took me well into a couple of years before I was able to brave and actually stand into this variation. And sometimes still, it can be stinkery. So grow your branches, root that earth energy down, connect to that root chakra with the ring finger touching the thumb. Ring finger touching the tongue. Exhale. Grow your branches. Connect. Be you, be free, be a lovely tree. Trees teach us so much about who we are. Oh, this is such a lovely practice. Thank you for showing up as we cleanse and clear, detoxify our muladara bandha. Ooh, I'm slipping and that's okay. Inhale, grow your branches. Imagine if I was coming behind you and pulling up, up, up. You really grow that energy, finding that home alignment in your home practice. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hug the knee up. Woo. Exhale, feel that aliveness, that active energy here as we be with what is. Exhale, arms reach long and strong. Exhale, open, open, create a starfish, take up space because you matter. You matter. Your body, your energy. Do you feel that elevation? Inhale, grow, grow, grow. Exhale, hands to the hips. This is a superhero power pose that in 2 minutes will raise our energy. So as we pose our superhero pose, hands at the hips, it inhales our testosterone level and it exhales and it depletes our cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. So throughout your day, if you're having like I'm not feeling very trust or safety or fear or whatever, find this posture as you root that earth energy down. Inhale deeply. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really feel that aliveness, that active energy in the roots as you inhale, smile. Exhale. And knowing that smiling is a little thing that we can do to activate that love hormone, that oxytocin. We're talking about hormones in the body. That's why yoga always feels better, because we're shifting our physiology. We're changing. Inhale, squeeze through the booty. Exhale. Inhale, big, big smile as you feel that boost. You're feeling it. You're elevated. Your roots are here. And now we inhale up, exhale down, and however this looks for you. If you want to do like a little tricky wonky, I like to sometimes just bring one knee down and the other knee down, my lovely friends. And your goal is to get on your sit bones here. Wonderful work. Crab crawling up to the mat. If you would like to be graceful and strong in your core, activate your core, you can exhale back. Or if you're feeling like you need a grand old timber, both always are acceptable to get down onto the mat. However works for you. Inhale, hug, hug, hug the knees. In for Apanasana, double wind reliever in one direction, the opposite direction. Allowing our roots now to bring us to the earth here as we inhale, hug. Exhale. And just taking a moment here, inhale, hug, hug, hug. Maybe rolling out the ankles. Inhale, reach to the either ankles. I know that sometimes if our hamstrings are really tight, my husband can only reach here at the knees. So we're getting this beautiful external rotation of the hips here. We're rooting our earth energy, our whole chakra energy down to the earth here. You can reach towards the ankles, the outsides of the feet, but just be mindful that you want to go, we're slicing through the inside. If you're going on the outside, it's not as comfortable and it doesn't feel as in alignment. So inhale here, you can peace finger grab the big toe. That's just the pointer and middle finger grabs the big toes. For me, that one doesn't feel as good. So inhale that happy baby. Exhale that earth energy down. Even here, activate that muladara bandha, that energy of safety and trust as you inhale. Exhale from the core, allowing one foot and the opposite foot, and allowing one foot to lay long, the opposite foot to lay long. Allowing yourself to wiggle out your humanness. If you need a blankie, this would be a beautiful opportunity in our final pose of surrender, our savasana, bringing hands to low, low belly or tops of thighs here. Calling on the intention to surrender, to cleanse and clear, to detoxify the roots. We call on a relaxation, beginning at the toes, relaxing the feet, relaxing ankles, relax calves and shins, melting the thighs and hamstrings, relax sit bones and pelvic wall, relaxing each vertebrae, letting go even through the front of the heart and the lungs, relaxing shoulders, relax biceps, elbows, bends of arms, relax forearms, relax palms of hands and fingertips, and streaming up and relaxing the neck, the cervical vertebrae, and maybe clenching. Are you holding in the jaw? Clench jaw, relax jaw, relax, soften, maybe licking the lips, with softening cheekbones, allowing eyes to lay heavy, allowing forehead to lay heavy, relaxing through the scalp. And here in our final pose of surrender, we surrender to safety, we surrender to trust, and we will take the next few moments to surrender to what is. And if the mind gets a little wacky, come back to I am surrender, come back to breath, and I will call us out when it is time. Bringing awareness back into the body. Maybe yawning, wiggling fingers or toes, wiggling here. Arms can stretch long, find a long stretch that runs from the fingertips to the toes. Find length in the roots. Inhale, hug, 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 give yourself love. And exhale, roll the whole body to one side in a fetal position, bringing the lower arm under the head, hugging knees in here. And together, whispering, thinking, or speaking after me. I love you. I love you. I accept you. I accept you. I trust you. I trust you. I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you. I love you. I love you. Hugging your body in and maybe giving yourself a message that only you know that you need to hear. Maybe something you're struggling with. Hold space for yourself here. Inhaling love in. Exhaling it out as you use that top arm like a kickstand. And if you can, once again, test your center of gravity. Keep your eyes closed, meeting in a seated posture. If you need, you can grab a block and put it under your sit bones as we complete this practice with 3 ohms. So find that root chakra mudra, which is the ring finger to thumb, ring finger to thumb. You can bring one hand to your heart if that feels good. Inhale. Bringing palms, kissing palms down low by the belly here. In here we honor and acknowledge the roots, our space of safety and trust. And today we continue to allow ourselves to shed, to let go, to detoxify this chakra with so much love and light, my beautiful friends and soul family. Namaste.